Yo, what's good? We back with another one with Canes and Hills. This is your boy Jeruz. Today we talking about the trenches. The trenches, not so sexy position, but you can't win without the trenches. The big dogs up front. Mario done recruited some dogs. We done got some dogs from the transfer portal. It's time to push the pile. We about to talk about the trenches here on Canes and Hills. Let's get it. Before we get into the trenches, we about to go ahead and set the record straight with some of the things that Mario Cristobal and Coach Mirabal already has produced as far as offensive alignment and developed. We're gonna get into some of the accomplishments, okay? And not just the offensive line either. So from 2018 to 2021, under Coach Mario's regime in Oregon, he sent 4 offensive linemen to the NFL. 1, 2, 3, 4. That don't seem like a lot, but we're talking about the league now. From 2018 to 2021, Mario sent 24 players to the league. 24 players to the league. Then changed 24 people's lives. Now all of them weren't drafted. Some of them went undrafted, but still, they were under his regime. They was developed, molded, went through his program, graduated from Oregon in his tenure, and went to the league. So that's 24 players to saying, you know, such and such from Oregon. And that's the same thing Mario gonna do at Miami. You know what I mean? Same thing he's gonna do at Miami. It just take a little time. And we just need a little failure. Because that's what he's gonna be pushing all season. That 5 and 7. 5 and 7. Y'all wanna, what to y'all 5? Y'all going 5 and 7 again? Nah, man, nah. No, ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. There's no one trying to hear that. There's no excuses. No excuses. We're gonna go over some stats that's gonna translate into what I'm talking about when I bring the trenches up. When I start talking about the players in the trenches and how we're gonna utilize those guys, okay? So in 2018, Mario had a 3,000-yard passer, a 1,000-yard rusher, and a 1,000-yard receiver, okay? So we can't talk about Mario ain't got no offense, cause that's big cap, yo, that's cap, bro. Like 3,000-yard passer, 1,000-yard rusher, 1,000-yard receiver, all right? So in 2019, as a team, Oregon had 3,400 yards rushing. 3,400 yards rushing. All right? All right. In 2020, it was a similar year to how it was last year. Probably, I think I'm pretty sure that was the injury-plagued season out there in Oregon. 1,700 yards passing and 1,100 yards rushing. That's subpar. That's subpar. And there's no excuses for that. And I think that's what most of the Oregon fans remember is that season. They don't remember the season with the Pac-12 championship and Rose Bowls and all. They don't remember none of that. They just remember that 2020 season, 1,700 yards passing, 1,100 yards rushing. In 2021, before he came out here to Miami, he had another 3,000 yard passer and a 2,800 yard rusher. And I want to say that passer ended up getting drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. And everybody made fun of that dude. It's Anthony, I forgot his last name, but I know it's Anthony, black dude. And he didn't throw for 3K, he threw for like 2,800 yards, but so what? He's included in those 24 players that got drafted, either drafted or undrafted. He made it to the league. He went to the Ravens. All right? All right, so cool. So that just lets you know and put in perspective what Coach Mario and what Coach Mirabal can do up front. You know what I mean? They're gonna pound the rock. They're gonna pound the rock. This is one thing this is gonna give us, for once we start getting the offensive line in place, this is gonna give TVD more time to throw it downfield. That's what we've been wanting. That's what we wanted last year. Yo, go vertical, go vertical. You can't go vertical if you're on your back. You can't go vertical if you're landing on your shoulder. You know what I mean? You can't go vertical if you ain't got no time. So Mario clearly addressed that. He clearly addressed that. And the main thing about upgrading the offensive line in the trenches is that we will be able to close games. Everybody understand what I'm saying? We're going to be able to close the game. Close the game. We're going to get up quick with the passing game, air raid principles, putting guys in space, still pounding the rock to move the chains, because if you pass too much, we might get caught behind the chains. We want to stay ahead of the chains. Stay ahead of the chains. And you do that off the running game. But we're still going to take explosive plays because we're going to have a better offensive line, put guys in space, and we're going to be up. Once we get up in that fourth quarter, we ain't going to be playing scared. We're just going to be pounding it down their throat with the stable of running backs we got and with the guys we got in the trenches. We're gonna be pounding them out. Straight up, we're gonna be pounding them out. So let's get into some of the guys starring in the trenches. These are the studs, the stars, the dogs, players, alphas, whatever you want to call them. These are the guys that we got in our trenches, and we pray that these guys be safe and be healthy throughout the whole entire season. A lot of these guys got a lot on the line as far as getting to the next level in the NFL and then getting coached up. I mean, you got 2 transfers in their senior season, trusting Mario and Coach Mirabal to get them and develop them to the next level. That's why offensive linemen come to Coach Mario, for the development. We already see what Panay Sewell, you know what I mean? So let's get into it. First, some of the key returning guys. We got Zion Nelson. We got Inez Cooper. All right. I don't know what no starting lineup's going to be. I don't know who's going to be in what position. I'm just giving some shine and bringing some flowers to the guys up front, because this is not the sexiest position, but this is one of the most critical positions that we need to work. As we can see, last season, our offensive line was in shambles and the offense was in shambles. People left, people got fired, people got replaced. I ain't saying it was because of the offensive line was in shambles, but I'm pretty sure if the offensive line was stopped last year, there wouldn't have been this many changes. But hey, we're not gonna make excuses. We're gonna keep moving forward. All right, that was a couple of key returners. We got Zion Nelson, Inez Cooper, and then we got 2 transfers. We got Matt Lee from UCF, and then we got Javion Cohen from Alabama. They're both seniors, so we have an experienced line. If those 3 are possible starters, as in Zion Nelson, Matt Lee, and Javion Cohen, we have 3 possible senior pieces of offensive line. And that's very important. Experience is just as important as talent. I've seen very talented guys get worked by untalented, experienced people because they know what they're doing. You got to have some kind of experience. Talent gonna get you there, but an experienced guy, when it counts, he already gonna know what to do. So we got experience. Something that we didn't have last year, we have experience. And then another thing is, we didn't totally transform our line, looking like a lower tier Power 5. We looking like SEC. We looking like SEC type trenches as far as the measurables go. You can, as far as measurables, you can align our measurables up with an NFL line measurables as far as height and weight. So we're gonna go over a couple of those. So we got Inez Cooper, he's 6'6", 350. Zion Nelson, he's 6'5", 315. Got Rivers, he's 6'5", 325. And then we got young guys coming up that we recruited, blue chip 5 stars. We got Francis, he's 6'5", 330. We got Pancake Hancho, 6'5", 305. Tommy Kinsler, he's 6'6", 330. And Frankie T, he's 6'5", 315. Come on, man, that's a lot of, it's moving weight. You know what I'm saying? So that's some moving weight right there, They're gonna push them piles, man, and they're gonna close out games. Not sure what the lineup's gonna be or who's gonna be starting. That's not important. What important is that we do have 3 experienced offensive linemen, and do we have other parts and pieces that we can put in place to make that line stop. And that's very important. Very important. Because at the end of the day, I really feel like we're gonna run the rock. We're gonna run the rock. But the passing game is going to be explosive, and we're going to be able to balance off that because we got too much talent. We got running backs, a stable of running backs, a good offensive line. It seems like we're almost there as far as depth, I believe, with the offensive line. We might need a couple more pieces. It is some players on the offensive line that I didn't mention, but that was probably about 5 to 6 players that I didn't mention. But I just brought out some of the key guys that I feel like will have an impact on this season coming up. And we need to get an offensive line their flowers, man. Because if the offensive line is trash, the season is a dub. The season is a dub. No offensive line, no dubs. Offensive line got to come off the ball, off the rip. And I love it because they got transfers. They got some juice. And then they got them young guys. Them young guys hungry. The young dogs, they hungry, yo. Francis and Simpson, they hungry. They want spots. They want spots. And then you got guys that was on the team last year that failed miserably, that stayed on the team. They ain't trying to repeat no 5 and 7. Nah. And the new guys coming in, They not having that either. They're gonna be putting pressure. It's gonna be a pressure applied everywhere. It's gonna be competition everywhere. And that's what made the you. It's because of the competition. So yo, let's get the offensive lineman their flowers. Yeah, we 6'5" in it, 300 pounded. You know what I mean? We gon' them fourth and ones Mario was going for last year and it was a no-go. Yo, first down. First down. First down. Hopefully we can have a 3K passer, 1,000 yard rusher, and 1,000 yard receiving. I already opened up my mouth and said that Tyler Van Dyke was gonna have for 1,000. I mean, that's a stretch, but that's what I'm a fan for. And a fan of the game. You can't do nothing without fans. Fans drive the game. Hey, people been killing me about the we're gonna win 10 games. I still believe in that. But yo, leave a comment below on how you think the offensive line will be able to help us drive. Leave me a comment below. Is Coach Mirabal still the guy that you think that can develop the talent that we got? Let me know who you think is going to be on the starting lineup as well in the comments. And if you don't mind, go and hit the like button and subscribe, man. Really appreciate y'all. This is Jeruz, Canes Hills. Peace.